Live from the gas station where Meghann buys her ice for her cold plunges. It's Reality Alert. I'm Max Gieser, and here is Meghann Turner for Married at First Sight Season 19. Meghann, how's it going today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are things going since Married at First Sight? How are you holding up over there in Austin?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
After the reunion, it was very cathartic for me, and it's been really great since. So it's doing well.
When was the reunion filmed?
It was sometime late October, early November.
And then how long ago was the show filmed? Like when did you guys wrap filming?
Like a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay. So pretty far back. All
Yeah.
right. So how did you end up on Married at First Sight?
I got a DM from a casting person who just was like, "Hey, I do this show. Like, would you be interested in applying?" So yeah.
Had you seen it before?
No, but I love to binge watch a good show, so I immediately like put it up. Started binge watching.
And what did you think?
I was like, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like maybe this is my destiny, like God is sitting here and he's like, we're gonna find you a man. I'm just gonna put him there in front of you.
So you were optimistic that this could really work out for you when you
Yeah.
applied, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you never know.
Hmm. How many seasons did you watch before you went on?
Oh. Well, probably like 4 or 5, and then we watched me and all the other girls, all the cast. We would watch Denver season together, so they would always come over every week to my house, and we'd watch it together.
Oh, was that airing while you were filming?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that's
after we filmed, it aired after
after you
we filmed.
filmed.
So
Okay.
every week they'd come over and we'd watch it together.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard that season is like nuts, right? That's what everybody keeps telling me, that like I have to watch it. That
Yes, was it Denver? No, yeah, no. I'm like getting them mixed up. Which
there's a
one?
runaway bride, right, or something in that
Yes, but
season?
I'm like, is the cheating one? No, that was, I don't know. Last season, I think was Chicago. I don't know. Denver and Chicago, all of them were crazy.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Okay, so Meghann, I feel like we immediately learned that you're really into uh what is it, cold plunging? Is that the term? How did this start?
What I tell people is really where I hide the bodies.
Yeah.
That's what I told Pastor Cal. How did that start? Who started? Oh, a good friend of mine was like, "Hey, you should go to this breathing class with me, and then we're gonna cold plunge." And I was like, "Okay." And yeah, I hated it. I was screaming the entire time, and then afterwards, I felt so good. I was like, "I'll go a second time." Went a second time, and then immediately I was buying my own, and I was addicted.
What is it that you like about it so much?
It helps with inflammation and it helps with sleep. It helps with anxiety. There are so many benefits. I could go on for days. Brittany
Wow.
was telling me something yesterday, and I was like, well, an ice bath could cure that. And she was like, stop with the ice baths. It's not going to happen.
Are you still plunging 5 times a week?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
How much money do you spend a week on ice?
I no longer spend any money on ice because when Derek and I were together, I had already had the ice barrel, and we split the cost of an ice cooler. And luckily, when we broke up, he like gave it to me. So I have that now. So I don't spend any money on that, but just a little higher electricity bill.
I'm glad he was good for something. So that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So getting into things, we meet these three experts, right? We have Pastor Cal, we got Dr. Pia. Did Dr. Pepper do anything on the show? We like barely see Dr.
Did.
Pepper.
I
Did
know. She did actually. She gave some really good advice. They just didn't show some of it, but like she really was. She's really cute. I really like her. She's so short. She's just
did
like
she,
short. She
did she
is.
did she ever stop by at all? Like
She
what
did.
is
She did.
what?
I guess they didn't show her. Her and Pia were when we were at Jalen's house doing the pizza party with just the girls. Her and Pia showed up.
Well, you need Dr. Pepper if you're going to have a pizza party. That makes sense. So
You
that
know,
adds up.
and she
Yeah.
was the reveal at my house. She came to my house and was like, "You're gonna get married at first sight." You know, that scene where they show her saying, "You're gonna get married," and it's Jalen. It was actually me. She was sitting on my couch, and I was like, "Oh, that was my scene." You know,
Do you wish that your mom had gotten married at first sight at the same time as you? Do you think it'd be fun for you and Kathy to do it together? Do you think that would have been an enjoyable? Guys, Megan's eyes are huge and she's just staring at me like it would be the worst
absolutely
idea ever.
not. Can you imagine Kathy on any reality show? No, love her.
Uh, I think it would be really funny.
Yeah,
She was great on this reality show.
I know she was. I know Kathy and I could have our own show. Someone was like, "It's the Timu of Paris and Kathy Hilton." And I was like, "I'll take anything like that. Just like give it to me." Even
I bitch slap her right here.
That's your mom saying she's gonna bitch slap you. So that was really great. Yeah.
dead.
How was this overall wedding day experience for you at the beginning of the show? How was getting married at first sight? Was it like we saw on TV? Was it different? What was the overall married at first sight experience like on the wedding day?
It was long, but it was good. I mean, like I went in and I just was really oddly at peace. And, you know, I mean, other than it being long, it was really good. A lot, the wedding was so much fun. I have a lot of friends that are like, that is the best wedding I've been to. I had so much fun. We had a really good time.
It looked like everybody was having like a blast, all the family and friends. Like it wasn't like an awkward TV wedding. Like people were having fun. Yeah. That was one of the big things I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone had fun. It was a good time.
What did your friends think about you getting married at first sight?
You know, I have a lot of friends and a lot of them had different opinions, but my attorney best friend was like, absolutely not. Nope, not doing this. And, you know, she was like, no, we're not doing this. Everybody else was very supportive, like, oh, you should do it. You know, why not?
When you and Derek signed the marriage certificate, did you both notice that you had weird names in terms of spelling? Were you like, oh, that's cool, we both spell our names kind of weird? Was that like a way that you connected?
No, I did not notice.
You guys never talked about it? Like, oh, you have two
Never
R's, I have two N's. You never talked about it?
I didn't even realize it really till somebody on the internet said it, and I was like, oh, well, well, he does have two R's. I still couldn't spell his last name if you like paid me money. I really couldn't.
The whole cast, Patrick, he doesn't have a K. You all have interesting names. It's, you know, this is the thing that we, the internet, talk about.
Yeah. Well, you know, hey, it's the good stuff.
Yeah, this is what's really interesting. Your names. Were you impressed by Derek's dad's mustache, or is this a normal thing in Austin, Texas?
I was shocked that his dad did not live in Texas. Like when
his dad live in Texas?
No, he doesn't live in Texas. They live in North Carolina, but they're like from up north. Like they grew up. God, I don't remember. It was somewhere up north. They're like northern people. Which
what?
Was like,
his mustache is crazy.
Yes, and he like waxes it every night, and it's like a whole thing. He's had it for like I think 30 years or something.
What?
Oh, he was such a doll. I loved his dad.
So you got along well with his family? I feel like we saw like much more of your family because your mom.
Yeah. No, his family was very nice. I mean, I only saw them at the wedding and at brunch and FaceTime with his sister. And then his mom would call him and we'd talk on the phone, but they were very nice. Very, very nice people.
Was there anything at the wedding that you wish we had seen that like wasn't shown? Was there any like big event or any small thing?
I think like the dancing with my girlfriends was really fun. And then Derek and I leaving the wedding was really cute. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, his business partner friend was like, so what sex position are you going to do tonight? And I was just like, ooh. Like
that is so weird.
Yeah, it was very weird. Yeah. So.
Ick. So you guys all go to Panama And we have this dynamic between you and Derek where he feels like he is the one asking all of the questions and that he wishes it was more reciprocated. How did you, especially at like the start of the honeymoon, how did you feel about your interactions during this time?
I was confused because we had just like done a 2 hour walk before this conversation where we had deep talks about things. And so I was very shocked as to why it was being brought on camera when we had just had this very long date together. You know, other than just the really long walk, we had like spent all day together. So I was confused, you know.
So were you just like done with the whole question thing? Were you just kind of like, oh, like what was the, because what we saw
Well,
on,
he said Emma, which is our producer, Emma and I were talking, and she asked me why you never asked me things about me. And immediately I felt like, yeah, immediately I felt ambushed by both of them. So like if you see, I don't know if you noticed, my sister-in-law loves it. She was like, your neck like spun around like a crazy person. Cause I'm looking at my producer and I'm just like, not cool. Yeah.
so this is actually a question I was going to ask you later because this reminds me of when he talked to his friend Scott and you were mad at him for talking to his friend instead of coming to you. And then he like brings up, oh, I was talking to Scott. And now you're saying that he was like, oh, I was talking to the producer. So
Mm.
was this a common theme that he would kind of bring up that he was talking to somebody else as a way to talk to you? Was this a common thing that was happening?
Yes. In the beginning, yes.
Okay.
In the beginning. And then well, no, because the Scott thing was later. No, I would say in the beginning it was. Yes, in the beginning it was, and it was very uncomfortable for me because I felt we had a lot of vulnerability off camera. So that was very confusing to me. That like you could be very comfortable in private. Why not just ask those questions if they're like burning questions that bother you?
Yeah. Um, so then he waits for you to fall off of your paddleboard to tell you to ask him more questions. How did
Yeah.
you feel about this? I mean, I know what we saw on the show, but tell me more.
Well, I kept thinking as soon as I fell off the paddleboard, I was like, well, that's going to make it on air. I said, they're going to show me going, boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Wait, what was the question? I'm very ADD.
Just how did you feel in this moment?
I felt pissed. I was pissed. Yeah.
Why do you think he waited for you to fall off the paddleboard to tell you? Like,
Oh well, I don't think
why?
that was strategic. I think that like that was the opportunity. Like we had just got done with instructors and stuff, and then so it was like, oh, come together, kind of thing, you know. Or I
Wait, so
guess
you do think it was strategic, or you don't think it was strategic?
about it being with the paddleboard. I don't
Like,
think
like,
like
like,
the
like
timing of it was.
the timing was, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The timing of the paddleboard wasn't the
Oh,
on
the time.
camera. I felt, and I still feel like that I was not for my benefit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he did it on camera, but not for your benefit. Okay. Yeah. Um, did you feel that you were able to like resolve this issue at some point? Was the issue fun? The issue is finally resolved off camera, right? You had like a better conversation at off camera. So yeah.
Yeah, Derek and I always were able to like that was one thing that we always did was resolve something before we would go to bed. So like regardless if we're having this fight or whatever, we would resolve it before we'd go to bed.
How do you do that for this? Like even if you're in like the hardest of fights, how do you make sure that you resolve it?
Well, I thought it was resolved.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, in what I was told. I mean, just having conversations and understanding where, like, okay, this is where I felt like, and you being like, this isn't how I meant it. This is where we are messing up and we're not seeing eye to eye. That's not my intention. Okay, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. We get back to Austin. Why was it always necessary for you to remind Derek to put the toilet seat down? Was he raised in a barn? What is his situation?
Well, and here's the funniest part is like we had two separate bathrooms. Like Derek had his own, like, so we started that on the honeymoon, is like I had a bathroom, Derek had a bathroom. And then when we got to the apartment, Derek had a bathroom, I had a bathroom. Even when we moved into my house, I got the primary bathroom and he wanted the other bathroom. He liked the separate, which I was totally fine with. So don't like come into my bathroom and leave the toilet seat up. That was it. You have your own bathroom. I don't go in there.
He's too old not to put the toilet seat down. It doesn't make sense.
It's super easy. Just
It's weird. How long did you guys end up living together in your home?
in my home, a month.
A month. Okay.
I guess we were together for almost 4 months, like a little shy of 4 months, and so I think we filmed for 2 months, so maybe 2 months.
Gotcha. Chad accused producers of driving a wedge between the couples this season, but I feel like the real culprit was dogs.
I was really blessed to have really good producers. I mean, still, my producers are very good friends. One of mine, I just talked to him earlier today. I mean, he calls me or FaceTimes me every day. So I was very lucky to have good producers who I knew wanted my best interest and who were very team Meghann and Derek. They really acted like therapists for us. I think the main problem with Chad was Chad just has never watched a reality television show. He did not know what he was signing up for. I knew. I watch all the reality shows. I knew what I was signing up for,
Yeah. So how did Chad end up on Married at First Sight?
Somebody recruited him. He
just walked onto set.
He literally, I think him and Pat both had I think Chad had like a week before. I think he applied like a week before or something. Yeah, like that's how it happened. I think Pat was maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. Really don't know. But I know there wasn't enough time to be like, is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? It's like, we're doing it. Okay.
Now, you said you worked under Chad. Like, what is your working situation with Chad?
So during the show, Chad wanted to get me into commercial real estate. I'm in residential. And so he's a broker and it's only him at his company. And so he was like, you can come under, I'll teach you all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm an agent. He's a broker.
Very cool. And are you still at the same office in the shipping container with all the games?
That place is cool. Shout out to X-Space. No, I am no longer there. So yes, I am kind of all over, really. Always in my car.
Yeah, very realtor life. Yeah. So why do you think Zoe, your beautiful puppy, initially caused issues for you and Derek?
Because I didn't ask him. Derek really is big on being asked. And I'm just like one of these people that assumes, people love dogs. I mean, but I am also the girl who's if I start sniffling, it's because it's so cold here. And I was the one who's at the dog park for like an hour and a half. So, and Derek only grew up with a bird. So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So it's like so once you were like, will you walk my dog in the morning? He was just like down with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't. I mean, at that point, after that whole episode, I was like, no, we're good. I will say, in Derek's defense, he did take Zoe out multiple times. Probably over 10.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like he would take her out in the morning. When we moved into my house, he would take her out in the morning because he'd get up before me. So, I will give him that credit. And at the end, Zoe slept with him all night. She wanted to be around him.
Did he like that?
I don't know.
We don't care. The nurse who loved me, 89, would like to know, what was Chad like as a boss / mentor?
Amazing. It's like anyone that I could ask for. He is very much like, you're doing great. Like anytime I have a question, he will answer it. He's very supportive. It really is, honestly, I couldn't ask for somebody better. He really is very supportive.
Nice. Why did you and Derek put on sparkly outfits the first time that Pastor Cal came over?
You mean, why did we?
Yeah, why did you?
Oh, because Derek, Derek was all into us matching outfits. Like he always
Oh, like
wanted
Barbie and Ken? Yeah.
didn't even put that together. And so he always matched whatever I was wearing. Whatever I was wearing, he'd come color match me. So yeah, it was the whole thing. Yeah. So he had said, Pastor Cal loved this gold jacket, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have this sparkle skirt. I'll put it on, So I did. And then he was kind of devastated when Pastor Cal didn't even bring up the glitter jacket.
He didn't mention that you guys were wearing like sparkly stuff? No?
Well, no, he was like, what's going on here? Like, you know what I mean? He was like, what's going on here? And I think Derek was like, oh, you didn't remember the jacket? And I'm just like, I'm on the low end. I'm not a lot of sparkles going on for me.
Did Derek do it in earnest or did he do it to be silly?
That was one of the things I didn't like, but I accepted because
like the white vinegar and everything.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to Dawn and my Tide Pods. I'm so excited to have those back. But yeah, no, I don't know what that whole thing is. I know that he calls himself a peacock. He likes to stand out.
But match with you.
Yes.
Did you find it helpful when Pastor Cal and Pia would come over? And who was more helpful?
Pastor Cal gave really good advice, and we had more time with him because we had issue off camera, and I said I need to talk to Pastor Cal, and so we had a phone call with him, and he was great. I felt really seen by Pastor Cal, and I felt like he gave really good advice to me.
Can I ask what the issue was?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, you can, but I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, come on!
No, I know.
No, you don't have to. It's fine.
Yeah.
Did Derek ever voice to you that he was upset that your Christmas tree was still up?
I mean, no, no. Maybe more that he had to cut it down, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we get this conversation. I brought it up earlier where Derek brings up that he was talking about you with his friend Scott, and you say that you're blindsided because he had a conversation with Scott instead of you. Had you ever even met Scott? Did you know about his relationship?
No, not
Scott?
At that.
Yeah.
Well, no, not at that point. All I knew was he had met Scott, went to the same work share place, like where you can go and work. Is that what you call them?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So like he met him at a co-working space. So we met Scott at a co-working space, and I guess they developed a friendship. Recently.
He seemed almost like he was his pastor or like mentor. Was giving him advice.
Well, and he'd only been here about 6 months, so it was a new friendship.
Yeah. So is this kind of how we saw things unfolding? Did we miss anything from this argument? Did you feel that things were shown the way that they happened?
Unfortunately, yes, because I did kind of like go off, like get heated, and was very shocked. Yes, I mean, I think it was very much, we came in, it was fun, and then he like said that to me, and I was, caught off guard because I had talked about freezing my eggs, all these things, and he got really hung up on this like number 3 with kids. And as you know, like, I mean, we are older. He's 40 now. I mean, you'd think that somebody who's like dead set on 3 kids would have started at a younger age. You know what I mean? And so he was really dead set on saying, I want to be with a girl that is happy to have kids, which felt very much rude to me, because I was like, why would you? I never said I didn't want to have kids. What do you mean? It felt mean, and I didn't understand.
Yeah. What did you think when you watched back the show? At the beginning of like Derek's initial interview, he says like, oh, if the woman that I get married to doesn't want to, if the woman I doesn't want to have 3 kids, I'll just convince her to. How did you feel watching back that interview?
I mean, honestly, I thought it was said in jest. I thought it was just
Mhm.
like Derek just being funny or trying to be funny. Um, I, you know, I hope that isn't the case, because some people can't have 3 kids. You know what I mean? I hope it wouldn't be a deal breaker
Yeah.
because, I was talking to a good guy friend of mine about it the other day, and I said, look, I know Derek wants that because he's 3 kids. He's like, my wife has 3 kids, was the middle child of 3. And when she brought it to me and was like, I want 3 kids, he was like, well, I get that. And that's fair, but let's have one, see how that goes. Then we can try for 2, see how that goes. Then we can go to 3. Maybe we'll have a full football team. He said, but let's have one and just see how it goes. Let's not put pressure and say, okay, we have to do this. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
I think that's a better way to look at it.
That checks out. One thing that came up during this discussion / argument in your office was that you in a confessional say that you guys were having lots of unprotected sex.
Yeah, I was heated. I mean, I tell you, sometimes when I get going, there's just like, it's like, oops, stop talking, Meghann. Yeah. Yes.
So you were having lots of unprotected sex, but then when you got pregnant, you guys seemed very surprised about it. So
Yeah.
what is the disconnect here?
Well, not to go into like biology, but there was an idea in our head that like something, it wasn't like we were trying, but we were not being safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you were still surprised.
We were still surprised. Yes, we were still surprised. I was 38, he's 39, grown-ups. We knew all, real mature over here.
Yeah.
Need another anatomy class.
Yeah. Why didn't you feel comfortable bringing up your issues with Derek with the other women in the show at girls' night? And did this continue for the rest of filming, or was it just that one night?
We didn't really have any other time spent with the girls on camera or like off as a group. The reason being was because I was protective. I also listened to the experts when they said, don't bring everything to the group, like be protective of your relationship. I felt very protective of Derek. I think it kind of shows how, protective I was of our relationship. So like, I didn't want to like bash him or bring up everything, hindsight's 2020. Duh, it's a reality show, but, by that point I was already like head over heels, and I was trying to protect our relationship because I saw it going a lot further than just the 8 weeks on the show.
Checks out. How awkward or uncomfortable was the rest of the night when you and Derek are watching your wedding video and you say I love you and Derek didn't say it back?
Here's the thing. Derek and I, we had shown up early. We had 2 espresso martinis. We had all of filming with wine and champagne. We were both like really feeling good. So it was not that awkward at all. I mean, it wasn't. No.
But it seemed so tense on the show, and you were like, "Oh,
it was not. No.
I didn't
the
say
next
I.
Morning,
you were like, I didn't say I love you. You were like, I didn't even say that. That didn't happen.
No, the next morning we were like in bed looking at. They gave us a photo album of everything, and we were like sending pictures to like both our moms. It was not.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Is like a lot of. They were tense moments. Everything was afterwards when it was like just him and I. We talked through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get the ick when Derek could only cold plunge to 2 minutes and 30 seconds compared to your 4 minutes and 30 seconds?
A little bit.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh my God.
A little bit.
I was
like, just like
down.
die. You just like, I would rather just like die in the cold plunge than like give up,
I know. On national television. I mean, come on, Derek.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. But I'm a beast with that thing. So
Who came up with the idea to pull pranks on the retreat? And did you have any ideas that didn't make it?
All my decision. It was my decision. I bought all of them. They didn't even. A lot of them weren't shown. Yeah, I mean, it was.
Wait, there was more pranks?
Yes, but wasn't there? There was. Oh well, we had this glass thing we were gonna put on Josh's car, but we couldn't do it in time. We had something that like flew out, and then I thought we had something else. I don't remember, but yeah. And then we were always Josh started. We lived on the same floor as Josh and Jalen. Josh started moving our mat in front of our apartment door. So then we had a war going on, and I would like take it to the next level. I'd like put it in the elevator. I'd put it out front of the building. Yeah, I was the comedic one.
What's the greatest prank you've ever pulled in life?
Do you want to know that, or the biggest prank played on me that I just found about? I was 26. I just found out 14 years later who did it to me.
Yeah, tell me that, I guess.
So when I was in college, I came home and there were all these creepy, like old dolls. Like sitting in weird parts of my house. And I had no idea, I was like, why did somebody break into my house? First of all, like, what is going on with these creepy dolls? I mean, they were everywhere. And I was convinced it was this friend and convinced it was this friend. And up until 14 years ago, I would have put all my money that it was this certain friend. And then I found out it was my sister-in-law. Yeah.
And you found out 14 years later?
Yes. Yeah. We were just talking about something. I was like, and I think so-and-so did that. And she was like, no, that was me. And I was like, oh.
And she just never wanted to tell you until now. Wow.
No, I just think that she forgot about it. I mean, she has 2 kids and she just didn't even think about it.
Wow. Yeah. That is creepy.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what a good prank I've pulled. Oh, that's a good one. I'll have to think about that. I don't know. Those cat noises were great.
That was unique. I liked that.
Yeah. And I had it you stick it on to something. So I stuck it underneath Chad's bed and I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. Like Chad's going to freak out after a while because I did it every 30 minutes. Yeah.
How awkward was this pickleball game that you and Derek played with Will and Brittany?
Well, at first it was so much fun because Derek and I were dominating. And so it was like, I was having so much fun. And then it got really awkward really fast. And then I was instantly, concerned, not concerned, but I felt for Brittany because I could tell it was weird and not weird, but I could just tell that it was going south quickly. And so it was, they said on camera, I was like, this is awkward. Should we bounce? I didn't know how to awkwardly be like, hey, we're going to go walk over here. Y'all should talk, it was, yeah.
Fucking shit. Fuck me. Fuck. Shit. Fucking shit.
Okay. One of my favorite scenes.
Favorite scene. Oh my God. I love that. And then they showed me playing, table, what is it, ping pong with Derek, and I'm like, fuck. I was like, same person.
What was your read on their relationship during the show? As not getting to see all of the things that were going on and just seeing them in person, what did you think of Will and Brittany?
I loved Will and Brittany. I really liked Will. I felt like Will got too much in his head sometimes. And so he would, a lot of times Will is a very intelligent person and Brittany is she's just as intelligent as he is, but she has the biggest heart. And so I felt like sometimes just communication was not there, unfortunately. And at the time I didn't know the ins and outs of everything. And it's hard. It's hard getting married to somebody. And, you think that they know your communication style and they don't,
Yeah. Here we go. You guys play this truth or drink game. My first question about this is, did you find it weird playing with a mother and a daughter in this game? Like, did that run through your head at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, hey, they have a very solid, good relationship. M- My mother is like so southern that like I couldn't ever imagine. Oh my gosh, I would definitely couldn't do it with my mom.
I'm happy my mom had sex. I think that's great. So I'm happy. I'm pumped. Go, Mom. Do your thing, girl.
What? I never heard that.
Yeah, she's happy her mom had sex, Jalen. So,
I never heard that. Oh well.
so
Yeah.
you and
See, like,
Kathy
I
don't
still
have
think
this.
that I still think my parents only like had they did it twice to conceive me and my brother, and that's it. You know.
Yeah.
My
Second,
fingers in the ear when like she's and my sister-in-law talk about things. I'm like,
second, you say that if you swapped bodies with Derek, you would want to see if Morningwood is a real thing. Do you think that Morningwood is a conspiracy?
I mean, no, no, I mean, but like that's just where my head
Maybe
went.
it is. Maybe it's conspiracy. Maybe it's a made up thing.
Maybe we
Need
got
to
to put that tinfoil hat on.
Need to get to the bottom of this. Heading into decision. Oh, no, let's get into it. Heading into decision day, Derek feels like this is a done deal, and you make it clear to him that you guys don't have to be together. In the days leading up to decision day, how confident were you that you were going to say yes?
100%. Yeah.
Oh, so you just wanted to make him uncomfortable.
No, no, it was actually for other women and like people out there. Like I was thinking about it and I was like, I mean, just because I am pregnant, like I don't have to say yes. Like I'm not saying yes because I'm pregnant. I'm saying yes because I love you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It wasn't, I'd rather him know I'm saying it because I love you, not because I'm pregnant.
And if you do say no, it's because he can't cold plunge for longer than 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
One of some things, yes.
Yes. So when we get to decision day on the final episode, they like really yada yada your segment. It was like 2 minutes. Was it that fast for you?
It wasn't that fast, but it was that fast. I mean, like, because we were like, the night before they make everybody separate. We didn't separate.
You didn't?
No, we were the first couple to never separate. They didn't make us separate. They were like, we don't see a reason to make y'all separate. Like, I mean, they knew we were both going to say yes. And so we got dressed together. And then we did it and went to it and, did our stuff. And then, an earring fell out. And then we had our thing, told them we were pregnant, and then said what we loved about each other. And that was it. It was because it wasn't anything that was dramatic. It was like, hey, we're choosing each other. We're pregnant. We're very happy. We love each other. And then we're moving.
Yeah. Pastor Cal was so stoked. He was like fucking.
I know he was. Oh, love him.
I know he's fucking hilarious. Were you surprised by any of the other couples saying yes? Did you think it was going to be 5 for 5?
No, I did not. I was shocked about some of them.
Who?
Yeah. Well, it's at different points. At different points, Brittany and Will had problems, but then they were on a high. So I was 50-50 on that one, and then I was 50-50 on Rhonda and Pat, because same thing. I know they had some stuff. I always knew Jalen and Josh would say yes, and Belinda and Pat, I didn't. I was very close with Brittany, but we're filming and we are doing our own lives. So like, there's not like a whole, like a lot of time where we get to like know about each other's relationship. I would say Belinda and Chad, I was 50-50 on that as well. I knew for certain Jalen and Josh, I knew that was 100%. Everyone else, I was like, it could go either way. I hope it goes, good. They both say, everybody says yes, but you never know.
What was your read on Rhonda and Pat during the show?
I don't know.
Did you feel like Pat talked about himself too much and wasn't a good listener when you talked to him?
I did not have that many interactions with Pat, to be honest.
Did he only talk about space to you?
Yes.
He would just come up and be like, Saturn is looking.
The only things I knew about Pat was space, and that was actually funny because when we went to like his birthday after the show wrapped, I was like, "All right, Derek, I got him some space, some NASA like was shot glasses or something," and he like in a was it no, I think. Yeah, it was and Will had sent me a gift and it was some like space shirt thing. Yeah. So that
I love how general it is. Space shirt. I got him space stuff.
Yeah, so we just got like that's what I knew. So yeah. I mean, again, I didn't spend much time. I spent more time with Rhonda, so I knew Rhonda more than I knew Pat.
Do you like Rhonda?
I love Rhonda. Yeah, I think Rhonda's a good person.
Do you feel like she was well represented on the show?
I mean, they are putting 8 weeks into 14 episodes, excluding 13 episodes. They're not getting everything. They're not showing every side of everyone. So like, I knew that they had good times. I knew that they had issues. So no, I think that there was probably different aspects of Rhonda. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I saw them in some good times too. Cool. Rhonda's a good person.
Yeah. Were you surprised that anybody wasn't still together at the reunion? And if so, who?
Well, I mean, I already knew that I wasn't shocked because we all stay in touch, but
yeah. So who were you surprised broke up by the reunion?
Josh and Jalen.
Everybody else, it was like, yeah.
Well, besides myself, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Besides me, yeah. Besides that, yeah. I wasn't surprised.
We see footage at the reunion from events after Decision Day. That was surprising to me. How long were they filming and how much after the finale?
What do you mean?
Like we saw footage from a pool party, and then we saw like this crawfish boil at your house.
Oh, those were during filming.
Were they before Decision Day?
No, both of them were after Decision Day, but like not far after Decision Day. Like
okay.
Maybe I think the pool was a week later, and maybe the crawfish boil was 2 weeks later. Maybe.
But so they were still filming for like a week or two afterwards?
Yes. Yeah, for a little while after. Yeah, for a little while after Decision Day.
How much were they filming?
They were just wrapping everything up, showing, moving out of the apartment, moving into our new homes, that kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah. How was this party at your house where we saw Chad get very angry?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
It started off great, having everybody there, and Chad was cooking his great crawfish, and Will said, I can only stay an hour, and I immediately after it happened, I go, Will is the smartest one in the room. Like he was like, I'm gonna pop by, I can stay for an hour, and then I'm out. I was like, what was the smartest one in the room? It was very intense. It was very intense, and it was sad, and it was a night I wish didn't happen.
Yeah. So was it even worse than we saw? Do you feel like?
No, it was just.
It was just
not a good night.
Okay.
Oh.
We can leave it there. How are you and Derek now since the reunion?
He texted me after the reunion, like when we so after he came up and gave me a hug, and I was, didn't want to really talk. And so I was talking to everybody else. And then he sent me a text. And then just saying he's grateful for how I handled it, blah, blah, blah. And then I wrote back later that, like, hey, let's get the ball rolling on the divorce. Like, let's file the day that the reunion airs, because that's when we can file. And then that has been like majority of our talks.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and we don't need to talk. So, you know, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So what exactly do you like? What exactly do you think is the reason that you guys broke up? Like, what was this big fight that you had?
The big fight isn't even what it really boils down to.
Mhm.
You know, after the miscarriage, which was terrible, that is when we no longer had production around us, and our production was very helpful for us, because we can both be stubborn, and can kind of make us, you know, drop the walls. I think that once the miscarriage happened, Derek just like clocked out,
Yeah.
you know, unfortunately. And I think that like he just didn't want to work on it.
Did you feel that he wasn't there for you, like he wasn't supporting you through like the aftermath of the miscarriage?
I would say,
I'm not trying to disparage him. I'm just trying to read the situation.
I mean,
by the way.
I would say that during the miscarriage, I leaned on one of my really good friends, Rachel.
Mhm.
She was there for me the entire time. She was literally my rock.
That's great. Yeah.
You know, so I was very lucky to have her.
I'm really glad you had that. I'm sorry for everything that you went through, by the way. Just yeah. Just to go through this, it was interesting. Kind of like it seems that at the reunion, you kind of like went between being pissed off at Derek and like not pissed off at him. Like you would be okay, and then you'd be like, by the way, he's on Raya, even though he's dating someone.
Well,
Like,
I mean, facts are facts, you know.
do you just kind of have like mixed feelings about him? Is that what's going on? Like,
No.
what are your feelings about Derek?
I had watched the entire 7 episodes before we went into filming, and I was like crying all day, and like I felt like, you know, like I remembered all the good. And so I told production, I said, hey, let him know that I'm not coming in any way to attack him. Like, let him know he can put his guard down. There's no need to like, you know, come in like just being kind of how he was. Because I said, I'm coming from a good place. Like, I'm coming from a kind heart. This is so sad. Like, I watched our love story, and then like I had a miscarriage, and then he broke up with me. And I felt like when I was sobbing and everything, and he was leading the conversation, I just felt like he just didn't care at all. And so that would make me mad. Like, because I'd be like, that's one thing to like, I don't need you to like feel a certain way for me. That's fine. I don't feel that way about you anymore. But like, have like some respect. And I just felt like he kept coming at me and jabbing at me, and that felt so cold. And it was kind of a little bit of deja vu, and that was working me up. And I didn't want to go back to the girl who was kind of like reactionary. So luckily Brittany was next to me being like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. She centers me.
Yeah, he said something that seemed that was poking at you that it upset me.
It upset everybody, actually. It's about his new girlfriend's excited to be a mom.
Yeah, what did you think when he said? I felt like it didn't. Did you respond? I feel like you didn't. They didn't show a response from you at the reunion, right?
They didn't, because I didn't have a response. My response was like, thank you for standing up and showing me who you are.
Yeah.
That's all I really needed. Like, thank you. You literally, thank you. I now like the closure, like everything was over. I mean, it had been over, but it was like, I see you. I know the real you.
Yeah. I gotta say, I cover a lot of reality TV. I watch reality TV on my own time. People say things at these reunions a lot, and I just go like, yeah, they're throwing pod shots at each other, whatever. That one, like, that kind of shook me. Like, I was like, whoa, how could you say that? Like, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't understand it. It felt like I had done something dirty to him, and he just like wanted to make me feel really bad.
yeah.
And it was very distasteful. I mean, it's not a good look. I mean, I don't know what girl is going to watch it back and be like, ooh, yay. Like my boyfriend said that to his ex who like went through a miscarriage. No, they're going to be like, that's how you treat your ex. Like, that's terrible. Like, I mean, a normal person, not a normal person, but like how I would have expected somebody who's in a happy 7-month relationship to be like, hey, I love Meghann. Unfortunately she had a miscarriage and, we were both broken up about it and the relationship didn't work, but I wish her the best. And he just did not take that.
Yeah, that's the appropriate thing to say when you go through something terrible, like, yeah.
Oh
God, it's so sorry. It's awful. God.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Raya for a second. Because when this came up, I'm not sure if you've heard the questions. People were talking to me and they were like, wait. Non A-list celebrities, not that you're not an A-list celebrity, Meghann, can be on Raya.
I got on before my show went out on the air. The day that it went out, I got actually accepted to it. So I was actually going to send it to Derek to ask him for a referral. So like when I went in, I was asking Jalen for a referral, and it said in your contacts, these are people that are on Raya. And so I was sending Jalen a referral to refer me. And that's when I saw him on there.
Well, yeah. Can you explain what Raya is and how it works for non-celebs?
It's really, it's just like, I guess you have to get approved to get in. So but I don't think that it's celeb based because one of my good girlfriends, she used to be on it and she only had 100 followers and she,
Yeah, no, it's just like referral. And they want to make sure you're not like super poor or something.
Because you have to pay like a monthly fee.
Yeah. Do you see?
It's not like this thing where you get on and it's like, oh, this NFL player, this celebrity, everything, and then no.
Do you see all the Austin celebrities on there? Like Joe Rogan is on there, and like all.
Everybody's varied.
I don't know about Joe Rogan. I'm just thinking about all the famous Austin people. Kill Tony. I don't know.
He's married.
Once again, these are the people that I know from Austin.
No, I haven't.
Not a fan.
I don't see if,
I'm not fans of them. I just know who they are. They're from Austin.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any. Like so far, I need to get better at scrolling. I really was on my Lego kick, which I need to stop.
Legos.
I'm a big Lego girl.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do it as a child, and so I got into it later in life. I just love it. Like I did the Titanic, I did the Home Alone house. That's the one I just did.
Ooh. You should do a spaceship for Patrick. You should build a spaceship with him. You guys could get along.
I actually was going to get him the spaceship for his birthday, but it was too expensive.
And they jack it up.
It was like $200. I was like, I don't know Pat that well. Like, I'll just get him the shot glasses. Yeah. So what was the question?
I don't know. We were just talking about Raya and celebrities and whatever.
Oh, so it's so weird. You get on. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to ask Jalen or Brittany to show me how it works. Because all I'm seeing is like, oh, a guy from like Australia, a guy from New York. And I'm like, but like, really? Like, can I have, like, there'll be a couple Austin ones in there. And I'm like, can it just be like all of Austin? And like maybe a couple different people from out there?
Only Derek keeps popping up. Do you still see him on there? Is he still on Raya?
No, I have not. I saw him August 6th and then Jalen saw him a week later. And then I guess he got off. Because Jalen was like swiping. She's like, oh my God, I swiped by Derek's. And she was like, but I did it so fast, I couldn't go back.
Or like, he blocked you guys and he's still on there. Who knows?
I mean, look, I hope not. I hope he and his girlfriend are doing great and have 3 kids and it's all kumbaya over that happy family.
Well, Meghann, I've had a lot of fun with you today. I know we talked about some hard stuff, but we've had some fun too, right?
Oh, I'd agree. Great.
Okay, good.
Completely different than my other podcasts I've done. This is really exciting.
Yeah, I try to do something a little different,
Yeah. I like
How
it.
what are you up to now that the show is totally over? What's your life like now for people that are interested?
Reunion just aired, what was it, like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago? So, that's been not chaos, but it's different now being, seen out in public and everything. But I'm just living life. I got my 2 dogs and I'm trying to get back on the dating apps and trying to find me a man.
Wait, who's the other dog? There's another dog?
Oh,
Is this
Willow?
him? Who's Willow?
Oh, Wilford. Come here. This is the troublemaker.
Why wasn't Willow during the show?
I just got Willow a year ago.
Aw, puppy.
Well, I got her in February. I actually got her from Jalen's grandmother, Belinda's mom. She had some puppies, and so they were like, "Want to get one?" And I was like, "Sure."
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very tired. Spent an hour and a half at the dog park today.
Oh, she was just on camera, and she's very cute for all the audio listeners.
Oh,
well, Meghann,
she's cute, but like she is wild, wild. I love her. That's what I love about her.
Well, Meghann, if people want to give you some support, where can they find you online on socials?
On Instagram at Meghann, Meghann, Turner, Turner.
Awesome. And for Reality Alert, guys, be sure to subscribe to us at patreon.com/Reality Alert. We're starting coverage of Love is Blind Italy tomorrow. Very exciting. And ho, 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 it's the Reality Alert holiday sale. That's code holiday for 20% off all Patreon subscriptions. It runs until January 1st. That's 20% off monthly and annual subscriptions. It's incredible. And we have free trials. That's patreon.com/Reality Alert. Meghann, thank you so much for joining us. This was great.
Yes, so much fun.
And for everybody else, I'm interviewing Patrick on Thursday, so that should be fun. Stay tuned. All right.